was working on a test. Test. Coordinate plane. Coordinate plane is formed by the intersection of a horizontal number line called the x-axis and a vertical number line called the y-axis. The coordinate plane is, as they say, caused by the intersection of these two lines. Your horizontal is known as your x-axis. Your vertical is known as your y-axis. And where they meet is known as the origin, where it all begins. Okay? Now, the axes meet at the point called the origin and divide the coordinate plane into 4 quadrants. How do you know there's 4 in quadrants? Because of quad, right? So you have your quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 over here, and quadrant 4 is located there. They also mention what's known as the ordered pair. And the ordered pair is x comma y, meaning that the first number listed in your ordered pair refers to where you are on your x-axis. The second number, where you go from that point on your x-axis to your y-axis, okay? It's called ordered pair because it matters what order they're in. You can't take it in any order you want, okay? So as a helper, this works as a regular number line. So if you are dealing with ordered pairs in the first quadrant, you have a positive x and a positive y. If you are dealing with ordered pairs in the second quadrant, what happens to your x-axis value? It's negative, but your y is still positive. Third quadrant, negative x and also negative y. And your fourth quadrant, positive x and the negative y. Okay? They may ask you, they may give you an ordered pair and ask you what quadrant it's in. That will give you an easy reference as opposed to having to graph every single one and find out that way. Okay, any questions so far on the coordinate plane? I mean, we've done this, I know that we've done this before. I'm sure if you're new, you've done this before as well. Kennedy, yes? Bottom of page 49. Give the coordinates of the points. So number 8 asks for A. If you were to give the coordinates for point A, bottom of page 49, what would they be? Key? Good. So A was at -4 on the x and 2 at the y. Should you separate your coordinates with a parenthesis? Absolutely. Use a comma to separate them. Any question on that one? Bottom of 49. They want the coordinates for point A. How about point B? Where would I find point B? Alex? 0. 0 because I don't go anywhere left or right on my x-axis. I stay right where I am. And you said 3, and I go up 3. Very good. Any questions? Can you manage the rest? Well, let's call it 8 through 15. You could do 16. You can explain 16 to me. And then 17 through 24. What I'll do is I'll give you some of that graph paper you were so jealous that algebra got last week. Oh, yeah, you were. You were. You were all like, oh, they get graph paper. So they want you to graph those points, and then they want to know what quadrant they're in. Okay, so you can make yourself a big coordinate plane. You're welcome. Yeah, got it. All right, any questions on your assignment, page 49, 8 through 24? Okay.